The recent happenings going on in the country has actually aroused the militants in Niger Delta to rise up again, and they're ready to, begin to cause trouble. That is why people are saying that there's going to be an ethnic clash if the headsmen are allowed to keep operating and behaving the way they are right now, because the presidency haven't said anything about their operations and all sorts of things that they have been doing in the country. But of course, the Niger Delta militants are already preparing to come out against the headsmen. And you know what that will mean? That means that could lead to another thing and another thing. And at the end of the day, everyone is going to suffer because there will be no peace for anyone any longer. So really, I think before these things get out of hand, these headsmen should be called to order, regardless of whatever excuses they are giving, saying that they didn't go to school, they were abandoned, they were this, they were that. I think those are just flimsy and stupid excuses that are being given. But right here, the Niger Delta militants said some things, and of course the leaders in the Niger Delta also call these guys to order and tell them what they need to do. Well, let us find out more about all of this in this very report, but I'm very sure that if you are coming here for the first time, I hope that you have subscribed to this channel, because this is the best place to be, and also this is where you can get updated reports as it drops by the hour. Yes, this is Saffron Media. So guys, right here, let us get into the details of this report, but ensure you have liked, hit the like button, and also turn on your notification bell so you get updated always anytime we drop a new video. All right guys, right here it says that the Pan Niger Delta Forum, pandef, has appealed to militants under the aegis of Supreme Igbesu Liberation Fighters not to toe the path of violence in their fight against the alleged marginalization of the Niger Delta. And also, social media commentators decried SELFs, that is Supreme Igbesu Liberation Fighters, threats to destroy public infrastructure in Lagos and Abuja in protest against federal government failure to deliver on its amnesty program. Self had, in a viral video posted on Tuesday by Africa Independent Television AIT, complained that no meaningful progress has been made with the Ogboni cleanup project because the Nigerian government has decided to place politics against the meaningful development of our people. A masked member of the group who spoke in the video added, after accepting the Amnesty Pact, to date, there are no schools, no potable water, no light, no hospitals, and access roads for our people to enjoy. We are coming to destroy all your infrastructure in Abuja and Lagos. As a group committed to giving total liberation to our people, we will destroy the oil facilities both onshore and offshore in no distant time. We will be seen to be crippling the Nigerian economy. The group, however, nominated ex-President Goodluck Jonathan and Governor Nyesom Wike of Rivers State to mediate between it and the federal government. But pandef, a group led by former Federal Information Commissioner Chief Edwin Clark and erstwhile President General of Ohanaeze Ndigbo, Chief Naya Wando, said even though it is in support of the issues raised by SELF, it abhors violence. Its publicity secretary Ken Robinson stated this in a telephone interview. According to pandef, the issue raised by SELF are true, and in line with its call for attention to be given to the youths of the Niger Delta. It said, "We had said the youth will run out of patience and that things cannot continue the way they have been going on. How can we explain that the region that produces the revenue for the country is one of the highest in the unemployment rate in the country? And the population in the Niger Delta, about 50% of the people are under 30. And as it were, we are sitting on a time bomb. These young men are unemployed. They have no jobs. Oil companies have refused to relocate their oil companies to the Niger Delta. Rather, what we saw recently is federal government relocating the corporate headquarters of the Department of Petroleum Resources, DPR, from Lagos to Abuja. It flies in the place of common sense. The region is degraded economically. What we have today is a story of the struggle for survival because there are no jobs. Livelihoods have decimated. our communities, our waterways and our environment have been degraded, and then you see resources from the land making billionaires every day out of an industry that operates in our backyard. While the military have become forces of intimidation and oppression in the Niger Delta, intimidating our young people, carelessly and unnecessarily destroying our communities on flimsy excuses. No community in the northeast or northwest that the bandits and terrorists are marauding and ravaging have been destroyed by military. Sheikh Hamad Gomi told the nation that the military is aware of the location of these bandits in the forest, but no forests have been decimated, but communities in the Niger Delta are being decimated. So these inconsistencies will not go on forever. The youth are running out of patience. But as a responsible organization, Pandef would denounce any act of violence because the adverse effects will be more on our people. We will continue to assuage our youth. They have every right to be angry in the face of these inconsistencies. Some Nigerians took to social media to decry self-threats, saying it was coming at a time the country is grappling with banditry, kidnapping, killer headers, and other terrorism. Rotimi Olugbade said this is the new profitable business in Nigeria now. Terrorism and banditry. Soon, going to school will be outdated. God will have to step in and help us. It is well with Nigeria. Yes, these are some of the reactions that Nigerians are reacting to regarding the militant and the headsmen and all that has been going on in the country. And another person said, their anger majorly is the poor implementation of the amnesty. The same amnesty Gumi is demanding that must be extended to all terrorists in the country, even those from neighboring African countries rearing cows around. Well, a lot were said about this very thing, but really I think peace is the most important. Peace is very important because whatever decision you make is definitely also going to affect you, because they say who lives in a glass house does not throw stones. So definitely they are also going to be affected. So like Pandef is doing, they are trying to encourage these young men not to get involved with destroying of their own properties, because they are the ones that will be mostly affected in the long run. But really, what is the government doing about all this banditry? Because they know exactly, like Gomi said, security agents know about these guys. They know where they live in the forest. How come none of these forests have been burnt down? How come these forests have not been razed down? And yet you go into communities and kill innocent people for, expressing their grievances of what the government is not doing right. We all know how it is going, but please drop your comment and tell us what you think about the militant, and also give this video a thumbs up. Do have a pleasant time. Bye for now.